everyone, today we are going to see partial differential equations. So linear partial differential equations mean it should be of degree 1. You all know linear, what does it linear mean? So linear partial differential equation means it should be of degree 1. So in that I have chosen the topic Lagrange's equation. So what is Lagrange's equation? What is the form of Lagrange's equation? How we can solve the Lagrange's equation? What are the different steps to solve the Lagrange's equation? That is what we are going to see today. So first we are going to see what is the standard form of Lagrange's equation. So form of Lagrange's equation, PP plus QQ is equal to R, where capital P, Q and R are the functions of X, Y and Z. So here small p and q are the partial derivatives. It represents the partial derivatives. So first we have to check whether the given equation is of the standard form. So if it is not in the standard form, then we have to change it in the standard form. So standard form is PP plus QQ is equal to R. So next we have to write auxiliary equations. So what is auxiliary equations? It is dx by p is equal to dy by q is equal to dz by r. So that is the Lagrange's auxiliary equation. So next, using this auxiliary equation, we can find two independent solutions. That is u of x comma y comma z is equal to c1 and v of x comma y comma z is equal to c2. So we can form two independent solutions using the above auxiliary equations we have formed already. So with these two independent solutions, we can form the general solution in any one of these three forms, following three forms. So first form is u is equal to phi of v, and second form is v is equal to phi of u, and third one is phi of u comma v is equal to 0. So we can form the general equation in any one of these three forms. So where phi is a arbitrary function, any arbitrary function. So now we are going to see an example for this Lagrange's equation. So if a Lagrange's equation is given, how we can solve using the above steps. So first the problem is P tan x plus Q tan y is equal to tan z is the given problem. So first we have to check for the standard form. So it should be of PP plus QQ is equal to R, where here tan xp plus tan yq is equal to tan z is given. So that we can identify capital P is equal to tan x and a capital Q is equal to tan y and a capital R is equal to tan z. So capital P is tan x, Q is tan y and R is tan z. So we have formed the standard form of the Lagrange's equation. So next we have to write the auxiliary equations for this standard form. So what are the auxiliary equations? This dx by p is equal to dy by q is equal to dz by r. So dx by p, here p is tan x and dy by q is tan y. So dy by tan y, dz by r is dz by tan z. So we are going to solve this auxiliary equation to find two different independent solutions. One is u is equal to c1 and another one is v is equal to c2. So first we are going to solve the first two fractions of this auxiliary equation, that is dx by tan x is equal to dy by tan y. So dx by tan x is equal to dy by tan y implies 1 by tan x is cot x. So cot x dx, 1 by tan y is cot y. So cot y dy. So cot x dx is equal to cot y dy becomes cot x dx minus cot y dy is equal to 0. So now we have to integrate this equation. So you will get integration of cot x is log sin x and integration of cot y is log sin y. So log sin x minus log sin y is equal to integrating constant, that is logarithmic constant, we get log c1. So log x minus log y becomes log of x by y. So you will get log sin x minus log sin y is equal to sin x by sin y. So log of sin x by sin y is equal to log c1 you will get. So log and log will go off. You will simply get sin x by sin y is equal to c1. So that is u is equal to c1. So one of the independent solution, two independent solution we have identified. We have to find the another independent solution. So for that we are using this auxiliary equation dy by tan y is equal to dz by tan z. So we are using dy by tan y is equal to dz by tan z we are using. So now solving this, you will get the same steps. 1 by tan y is cot y, 1 by tan z is cot z. So you will get cot y dy minus cot z dz is equal to 0. So again integrating, you will get log of sin y minus log of sin z is equal to log of c2, that is constant, logarithmic constant you will get. Again if you simplify in the same way, you will get sin y by sin z is equal to c2. So now we have found the two independent solution. One is sin x by sin y is equal to c1, that is u is equal to c1, and another one sin y by sin z is equal to c2, that is v is equal to c2. U is equal to c1 and v is equal to c2 are two independent solution we have found. So now we have to write the general solution. So general solution can be written in any one of three forms I said. So in any one of these three forms we can write the general solution. The first solution is u is equal to phi of v, and second is v is equal to phi of u, and third form is phi of u comma v is equal to 0. We can write any one of these three forms. So here I have written it in the form of u is equal to phi of v. So here u is sin x by sin y and v is sin y by sin z. So u is equal to phi of v means sin x by sin y is equal to phi of sin y by sin z. So where phi is any arbitrary function.